I mean, one of the really interesting questions right now is there a difference between an e-book and a physical book? I mean, if you have the same text and you're reading the same text, is there any real difference in terms of what you're taking in or how effective one is versus the other? And I mean, there have been some studies done that sort of suggest that the physical book is more, it sticks with you more. When you read from it, it's, students who use physical textbooks instead of electronic textbooks tend to get a little better grip on the material. Let's just say that proved to be the case universally. Well, why would that be? I think it may have to do with the fact that we're basically, we're organisms that live in a three-dimensional world. We function, we see in 3D, we function in a three-dimensional environment, and we need that 3D device to know where we are in the text, to relate to it completely and utterly, to absorb it fully.
My parents definitely stress having lots of books. I've had a library card since before I can remember, I think. My mom would always take us to the library, and we always had to pick out at least 5 books.
I really do think it's a very user-friendly device. I mean, you'd have to ask, well, what else is there out there that has been so enduring? And you could say, well, the wheel is. I mean, you just can't make a wheel any other way. And you think about the book, and you could say, well, the book's not a wheel, it's a completely different thing. It's like, yeah, but has anybody come up with a better way of doing that particular task, preserving text, making it accessible, making it portable? That's something that we're very interested in at the Center for the Book. I mean, this basic structure, this basic device, this user-friendly object has been had the same configuration for centuries. Probably the first ones were made around the year 200 or 300, and it really hasn't changed much at all. I think they work because there's a 2-page spread. You can have an image on one page and a text on the other page. All of the pages are held together. They're covered by 2 covers to protect the contents. The covers act to provide a degree of reading privacy. These are things that all just work really well for the human reader. And I mean, you could ask yourself, well, how many alternative books have been invented over the centuries? Not many. I mean, there's some quirky things that have popped up here and there, but they're usually just inventive things that people have made. The basic book has been the same thing for centuries, and it continues to be the same device.